Well, I'm Pastor Jeff of St. Andrew's Assembly of God, otherwise online, known as STAPC Church. Today we finish up our four myths, and I hope that you have been participating in the series that I am doing or have done called The 7 Steps to a Successful Prayer Life, because God truly wants you to have a successful prayer life. Now today, myth number 4 is Jesus literally wants you to pray in a closet. And here's where they get that from. In Matthew's Gospel, chapter 6, Jesus said this in verse number 6. But when you pray, go into your room. In some translations it says into your closet. And when you have shut the door, pray to your Father who is in the secret place. And your Father who sees in secret will reward you openly. Now, throughout the years of my Christian life, and I've prayed many prayers and have had a consistent prayer life for a long time. Sometimes that waned and God challenged me to get back in the groove. But I can remember the various places that I prayed. Let me first of all debunk this. As in myth number 1, so it ties in with myth number 4. What Jesus is addressing here is this. God wants to spend time with you on a regular basis, and you do that through prayer. Now, I'm not talking about just throughout the day when things go wrong and you say a prayer to God. I'm talking about setting aside some time on a consistent basis to spend time with God in prayer. And I hope that you do that. I have prayed in many places throughout my Christian life, and I'm sure there'll be many other places I pray. There's nothing in the Bible, by the way, that dictates to you what time of day you pray. You know, there's some religions that they have to pray at a certain time, facing a certain direction, and God doesn't mandate a specific time. He just says when you pray, not if you pray, but when you pray. So God expects you to pray. But there's nothing that says you have to pray at 6 a.m. in the morning or at 10 p.m. at night, or nothing mandates. In fact, there's really no mandate on an exact place that you pray, not in the New Testament. There's no exact place you have to pray. You don't have to be facing east, west, north, or south, because Jesus is saying, look, the Father wants to talk to you, and He wants you to talk to Him, and you do that through prayer. So I have prayed literally in the downstairs half bathroom. I've prayed there before. I've prayed out in fields. I've prayed in soybean fields. I have prayed in closets. I've prayed in my living room. I've prayed in my bedroom. I've prayed all different kinds of places. So I want you to understand, Jesus doesn't want you to literally go into a closet and pray. But I think what He's saying here is this. You do need to have a place that's shut off from outside distractions. I know that there's some people who pray while they drive. I just hope you drive with your eyes open. But you think about it. You're distracted. And I'll just throw in one little caveat here. I noticed that in the Bible, the times when God spoke to people on a more deep and personal level, it was always in a wilderness. A wilderness. A wilderness is called a wilderness because there's nothing there. And maybe perhaps it takes the individual getting to a place where there's no distractions around them, where they can really hear God. I don't know. I just throw that out there. But myth number 4 is busted. Jesus is not saying you literally have to go to a closet in prayer. However, it might not be a bad idea if that's the only place you can go without finding distractions. So, I hope you've enjoyed these myths, and I hope that you do some research, and maybe we'll put another video on here on how you can get more information on the 7 steps to a successful prayer life. God bless you, and thanks for watching.